Welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistently over time. Check out the new gold shim t-shirt that I got from Young LA. So this is one of the rare finds that they have every now and then. Check out their websites, pretty cool stuff, where they have mix and matches of all these cool collaborations. So today's an arm day, doing a PR with 45-pound dumbbells. So this is my first time doing them. I'm trying to do my best where I am increasing the weight, trying to force my body to also maintain proper form, because if you don't maintain proper form, that means that you're pretty much doing a workout for nothing. So as you see here, it is a struggle on my left hand since it's not my dominant hand. Um, but then I feel like on my second set, my form got so much better since I am getting accustomed to curling 45-pound dumbbells. So my strategy here is that I am rotating as the way I'm going up and then returning it back in a neutral position, because it kind of like crashes into my body. So you want to avoid all that stuff where just avoiding just having physical obstacles when you do these curls. Of course, make sure that you increase your strength. Do not go straight for the heavy set. When you are new to the gym. Then I am doing a drop set to where I've done my two hard sets, doing two sets of 30 pounds for bicep curls. As you see here, since the weight has dropped significantly, I'm holding it at the top and then slowly releasing it on the way down, on the bottom, on the negative. That is what you want to focus on. Having a slow and controlled movement on the lighter weights, because you want to make sure that the lighter weights feel just as heavy. Pausing at the top as well helps me to focus on my form, making sure that I feel like that good bicep contraction. Just making sure that my bicep grows, and I feel like quite recently my physique has definitely changed a lot. Doing an upper body lower body split, working on 5 to 6 times a week as much as possible. With the power blocks at home, as you see on the Wednesday videos. So I feel like having that consistency does help me become stronger. Obviously, you don't have to do as much volume as I do, because at home I do within 2 to 3 working sets. But I feel like for me personally, doing this much volume, upper body, lower body, helps me to just become stronger overall. And I am showing you guys how to do a proper forearm movement. So these reverse curls with the dumbbells, you could also do these with the barbells. This is going to grow your forearms a lot, and I have definitely seen a lot of growth in my forearm area. My grip has become stronger. Like, there's just a lot of benefits to doing these. You also work out the brachialis when you do the reverse grip curls. And what I like to do is when I go to failure, I am keeping my arms together, tucked at my sides. As you see, here's a good pump, a good bicep activation here. So when you keep it at the side and then just letting the elbows do the work, your elbow, your forearm, they're just the ones that's lifting it up, and you don't even have to do crazy weight on this. Just keeping it tucked at your sides as much as possible. Your elbows and shoulders are locked in, just the same way you would do a bicep curl. Okay. So right here, as you see, just doing these reverse grip curls, going straight up, exploring the way up, and then controlling the way back down. And then you will feel that pump on your forearm. It's a lot of benefits to doing reverse grip curls. Please do not neglect your forearms. Okay, it's a great benefit adding to the aesthetics. And then here, what I'm doing is using the same weight of 20 pounds, and I'm doing like a bicep curl, but in the middle, what I'm doing is I'm holding the weight and I'm turning the dumbbell sideways, so back to back. This is another movement I'm trying to experiment on to build strong forearms, get a better grip. So I'm doing 2 sets of these today. I feel like with these 2 sets is just enough, because we have done the heavier set first, doing a good lighter set, and then just working on the forearms, keeping that focus in, making sure that your forearms are being built along with the rest of the body. Because before I have only done weighted pull-ups to build my forearms, but I discovered all these new different techniques to build my stronger forearms overall. Right? So this is the main idea. Explode on the way up, hold it on the way down, and then at the middle part, like when your arm's at a 90-degree angle, you want to twist and turn the dumbbells. Okay, this is something that you can't really do with the barbell since it's one giant stick, I guess. But with the dumbbells, you could do it individually. You could also do this with the power blocks. Definitely recommend getting those in. I only have the 5 to 15 pound dumbbell. So right here, going on a heavy set of tricep extensions with the cable machine at 100 pounds, as you see there. So right here, the main idea, keeping your shoulders and elbows locked in place. You do want to gradually get heavier and heavier as you do your tricep extensions. So here, you're trying to let your forearms go all the way up and then push down in that explosive movement, but making sure that you are not doing, like not correct form. So doing a drop set here, because I want to experiment like doing all these different type of weights, trying to make sure that my strength overall is being, checked upon. Because since I have gotten leaner, I did lose 2 pounds, which is not that bad. There is more definition and sculpting on my body, but I do not want to lose strength. Doing these heavy weighted dips and pull ups has been a struggle so far, so I'm trying to maintain my strength. Gonna go back to that weighted calisthenics because that's one of my key core movements. And you see I'm getting a juicy pump. Triceps are getting much bigger. You see the horseshoe shape on the tricep. So I'm just adding more weight while keeping my form proper. That's the main idea of this whole thing. We're just making sure that you are healthy, strong, trying to build longevity, right? If you have long-term growth, strength, and health, becoming old will not suck. Okay. So you see here, I'm increasing the weight, 130. So the reason I'm doing this type of pyramid training as opposed to reverse pyramid is because I'm trying to gauge where my strength is at. So increasing the weight upon each set helps me figure out, like how strong I am on these machines. These cable machines, they're different compared to the other ones we usually do. So like, you just got to figure out the mechanics, right? And then we switch it with the ropes. So the ropes feel a lot smooth. I like to use the ropes, the bar, straight bar, curve bar, these different type of movements because depending on your hand position, it does hit different parts of your tricep. Overhead extensions we did not do because I figured if I did it with like a straight-ish bar and then doing it with the ropes, the hand position, so pronated grip and the neutral grip kind of do target different part of your triceps, right? So it's called triceps. There's three muscle groups within that area that fills up, like behind the arm. So going heavier and heavier, just slightly increasing the weight by 10 pounds. So with the rope, the neutral grip movement, um, it is feel like more heavy. So just adjusting the weight, trying to make sure that I'm able to push it, make sure that I feel the burn. Doing these drop sets for higher volume since triceps take up most of the arm as it is. Um, you do want to keep in mind that just adding some more volume, getting your triceps stronger, your pushing movements will develop your triceps. So just doing these drop sets because just doing these 2 sets, just adding this just in case. And as you see here, the triceps are growing and growing and growing. That's pretty much what I would recommend for you guys to do on just a basic arm day, just biceps and triceps. Then I put the lever down and then I'm doing these hammer curls with the rope. So it does depend on where you grab, like how far your hand position is on the rope. We do it towards the middle, where you get higher, right? But the key idea here is that you can hit in the brachialis, the forearms, the biceps. Um, Trying to hold that at the top, and then just trying to reach failure, trying to force yourself to essentially pull the weight towards you while keeping your elbows and shoulders locked in place. And a drop set immediately after that heavy set. Just trying to figure out the mechanics on this. You don't have to lean back, but I feel like for me, if I lean just slightly back, I get that more range of motion, like nothing gets in the way. Of course, you can't keep your back upright. And then from here, after we do two little drop sets of the hammer curl, I'm doing a reverse grip pull up. So, of course, we know that the pull ups hit the back and biceps as well. But having that extra burnout when I do my hammer curls, I feel like that's a creative way of doing this. And since the other side of the machine is pretty much like messed up at the moment, it's free. So doing that pull up right after doing the hammer curls, you will feel a lot of the bicep activation. Um, you feel more the biceps when you do reverse grip. With the neutral grip is more like forearm and brachialis, like you're doing mimicking the hammer curl. Pronated grip, like yeah, you will feel it on the biceps, but that you just feel it more on the back. So with the second set here, so second set of a drum set, I did my heavy set first, and then decreasing the weight by 10 pounds. Trying to make sure that I figure out the correct hand position on this rope, doing the hammer curls, and then doing that superset with the pull-ups. And yeah, that's pretty much it for a good focused arm day for you guys. Please like and subscribe. Share the video to show other people, fitness fanatics. I love going to the gym. It's like one of my favorite hobbies. Just being healthy overall because I want to try to look as young as I can. Trying to be healthy for as long as I can, right? The body, you got to take care of it for long term. So yeah, that's it. And thank you for watching.